Morning class, and I can welcome to the School of NPC and SSP. Today we will discuss about the emergency powers of the Mr. President of India. Okay, a very important topic. You will come across this when you will serve in the state. Right? Sometimes the state of Nagaland will be under the president rule. There are so many reasons, right? So let's see. The Constitution talks about three types of emergency powers of the Mr. President of India. Emergency powers of the President of India. Emergency powers of President of India. Emergency powers of the President of India. We have three types of emergency power: national emergency, state emergency, and the financial emergency. These are the three types of emergency which you will come across when you're going for NPC exam. Okay, especially for men's. You will get this kind of a question. So today I will discuss about who can impose this emergency, who can stop this emergency, and what are the powers, the effects of the emergency in India. So see, national emergency means an emergency which is going to be launched all over India, all the 28 states and the 8 union territories. Okay, national emergency means an emergency which is going to be launched all over India, not one state, all over. It will affect the entire country. But when I say the state emergency will affect only one state, one particular state, which is going through some problem, like might be a law and order problem. Yes, might be some internal issues going on, just like Manipur now. Yes. Next is financial emergency. What is this financial emergency? Financial means financial crisis. Take the example. India is facing a financial crisis, a big problem for the entire country. In that conditions, Mr. President of India will declare a financial emergency all over India. Okay. So firstly, let's discuss about the national emergency. It is Mr. President of India who can declare national emergency officially in India, but only on the written recommendations of the cabinet, which means the Council of Ministers headed by the Prime Minister. Okay, this is too important. It is Mr. President of India who declares national emergency officially, but only on the written recommendations of the cabinet, which means the Council of Ministers headed by the Prime Minister. 1 month. Both Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha have equal powers to declare national emergency. Equal powers. Both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha should approve the declaration of emergency within 1 month by special maturity. Okay, special maturity. Special maturity means 2/3 of the members of both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. You got it? So both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha have equal powers to declare national emergency within 1 month. Too important. By a special maturity in both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. One more thing. It is both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha equal powers to impose it, but only Lok Sabha can stop it. Too important. Who can stop the national emergency? It is only Lok Sabha. And now the maturity is simple maturity. Lok Sabha should pass a resolution in the Lok Sabha by simple maturity. 550 members. So take the example. Simple maturity will be how much? 550? Might be around 200 members. Yes. 550. So it is 200 should say yes. Yes. So it's an easy one to stop it. Only Lok Sabha can stop it. Not the Rajya Sabha. Yes, come in. This emergency, once launched, can go for 6 months. Okay, 6 months maximum. This emergency will remain operative for 6 months. But if you want to extend more, you approve it every time in the parliament. Okay, 6 months, from 6 months till another 6 months, you can go on. But for maximum, once launched, 6 months. Now the effects is more important. What are the effects of national emergency? What will happen if this is launched? Okay, now you have to know. Now let's see what are the reasons, under what conditions you can launch national emergency, or under what conditions the President of India can launch national emergency. Let's see. Let's see it. National emergency. Okay, the conditions are there are only 3 conditions where the President of India can declare national emergency. One is war, the other is external aggression, the third is armed rebellion. So let me discuss. What is this? There are 3 conditions where the President of India can declare national emergency. War means official war. Okay, official war. War with China, Pakistan, any other country. Might be America. India is having a war with China, America. In that conditions, it is Mr. President of India who will declare national emergency in the entire country. Second, external aggression. Like take example, Pahalgam attack, right? Now in Kashmir, Jammu and Kashmir, the Pakistan have attacked India, right? That is also from another country. External aggression, not a direct war, but killing hundreds of Indians, or might be trying to come to India by force and all, right? In that conditions, it is Mr. President who will declare national emergency. Third is armed rebellion. Armed rebellion means underground. Yes, if you go to Jammu and Kashmir, in Nagaland, Manipur, we have so many underground. So if underground is posing a serious threat to the national unity and integrity of India, suppose they are killing lots of civilians or the armies, in that conditions, Mr. President will declare national emergency on the written recommendations of the cabinet, which means the Council of Ministers headed by the Prime Minister. So President national emergency means it's a Prime Minister emergency actually. It's a Prime Minister. So these are the conditions. So far in India, this emergency was first declared in the year 1962. 1962, second is 1971, the third is 1975. Okay, only 3 times. The national emergency in India has been declared only 3 times in India. 1962 first, war with China. 1971, war with Pakistan. 1975, internal emergency. Okay, now I'm going to discuss one more point. Remember this. Among these 3 emergency, 1975 emergency was the worst emergency. This right now. The most controversial emergency in India was the national emergency, which was declared in the year 1975 by Indira Gandhi government. Indira Gandhi was the Prime Minister. So this was the worst controversy because of internal. Internal disturbance. Okay. Internal disturbance. See, in the year 1975, Indira Gandhi declared emergency on the basis of internal disturbance. Internal disturbance means law and order problem within the country. Okay, within the country, Indira Gandhi declared emergency, but her main objective was different. Her main objective was to win election. Okay, so every prime minister will utilize this situation, right? Just to win election. So the constitution feels that no, we should not give power to the president of India to declare national emergency on the basis of internal disturbance. So internal disturbance was removed from the constitution and it was replaced by armed rebellion. Now no more possible for a president of India to declare national emergency on the basis of internal disturbance, as was happened in the year 1975. 1975. So no more possible. It is not possible now to declare. Too important. From 1975. Because every prime minister will utilize it just to win an election. That's the reason. So far only 3 times. And which was the worst controversy? 1975. That's all. That's all. Now let's see the effects of this emergency. Let's see the effects of this emergency. Okay. The first effect is this one. We all know the term of the Lok Sabha is 5 years. The term of the Lok Sabha is 5 years, but it can go for more than 1 year. 1 year they can extend. From 5 years, it can go to 6 years during the national emergency because we are having a hard time. We are having a hard time. The Lok Sabha term can be extended for 1 year. Okay. Please write it down. The 5th Lok Sabha season. The 5th Lok Sabha. The 5th Lok Sabha, 1971 to 1977. This is too important. The 5th Lok Sabha, because we're having a war with Pakistan, right? So was extended for 1 year for the first time. The 5th Lok Sabha from 1971 till 1977. Okay, the 5th Lok Sabha. So the Lok Sabha term can be extended for 1 more year than the normal 5 years. The first effect. Second, fundamental rights suspended. Suspension of fundamental rights. No more enjoyment of fundamental rights by the citizens of India. Fundamental rights will never be enjoyed when we are having a national emergency. All the fundamental rights in India are suspended except Article 20 and 21. Article 20 and 21. All the fundamental rights of the citizens of India are suspended except Article 20 and 21. 20 and 21. Article 20 and 21 deals with right to live and liberty. Okay, that means you should live a life of liberty. You should still live a normal life, even though we are having a national emergency. So this article will never be suspended. This is Article 20 and 21, the only fundamental right which is enjoyed by the people when we are having a national emergency. Other fundamental rights are absolutely suspended. Too important. Number two. It is like this. What will happen to the states, right? We are having a national emergency. We have a state legislature in every Indian state. We have a state legislature in every Indian state. So what happened is that state legislature is not suspended. However, every Indian state comes under the control of the central government. Once the national emergency is declared, this is too important. The state legislature or the state legislative assembly is dissolved or suspended. No, they will still function. Rio is going to be there. Rio, along with his collective council of ministers, is going to be there. However, they come under the direct control of the central government. If a law is to be made in the state legislature, it is the government of India who will give direction and they will make the law. The government of India will directly send a representation to the state legislature and they are the one who is going to make the laws. Remember this. Okay, the government of India will come and make laws in every Indian state if they want to make laws during national emergency. In short, remember that. The state legislature is not dissolved. The state legislative assembly is not dissolved. It will function, but you directly comes under the control of the government of India. As of now, Rio is free, right? As of now, Rio is enjoying because it's a normal situation. But once the national emergency comes, there will be a problem. Okay, now every Indian state directly comes under the control of the government of India. The last point, financial allowance. Yes, we are having a tough time. We are having a national emergency. So, the allowance of every Indian state and UT, the Union Territory, is going to be reduced. Take the example. The government of India is giving 5,000 crore to the state of Nagaland every year. 5,000 crore. But it might reduce to 4,000 crore because we're having a financial problem. That's all. That's the end. So, these are the effects of national emergency. Any confusion so far? Yes, if you need help, please ask. Okay. This is not a normal class. You're having a, just like, this is not a formal class, right? You have to interact, you have to communicate, you have to ask so many questions because now you're going to serve. You're going to be at ESC now. You're going to be at DSP now, very soon now. Some of you sure to become. Okay, so my question here is, if you are not very much sure here, now when you are working as a field officer, you're going to be suspended. You're going to be transferred. Okay, now communication is too important now. You have to communicate as a government officer now. Now see, you are not looking for an ordinary job. Your job is, smallest job is going to be an industrial inspector, grade 3, or a GDA. Yes or no? General Division Accountant. So it's not a small job. Now you're going to move up. You will never come down. You're going to move up. So remember, now you have to sacrifice so many things. Okay. Now if you join for Nagaland Public Service Commission job, you have to live at least 90% of what you think of your personal life. Okay, you're going to be an ESC, you'll serve in Mon district, Nokolak district. You see? So remember now. Now that's why I feel the you. Okay, Sunday you enjoy, but Monday to Saturday. This 2 years, right? This year and next year. Sacrifice. Okay, that will do. This year and next. Now it's May, right? Today is May 5. Till next year. That's all. 500 days, right? And it's for your whole life. After this, no more. This will be your last work. That's why it's a school. Why it's a school? School means you learn everything, right? From able become like a small kids now. After that, you learn. That is how you become a prophet now. You learn everything, and you might break the first step, and that also in the corporate. Now the job is more job is going to come up. Okay, so remember all this. Next is the next emergency. State emergency. Next emergency is Article 356. The state emergency. The state emergency is also launched by the Parliament. Okay. I'm so sorry. The state emergency is also launched by the Mr. President of India on the written recommendations of the Cabinet. The Council of Ministers headed by the Prime Minister. But here, Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha should pass the resolution by simple majority. Alright. Too important. The Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha should pass the resolution in both the House with a simple majority. You know what is simple majority, right? In both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. If you want to impose the president rule, who can stop it? This is too important. Either Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha can stop it anytime by simple majority. Either house. Lok Sabha can pass a resolution in the Lok Sabha supported by simple majority, and you can stop it anytime. Okay, either house, not both. Either Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha. And maximum 3 years. 3 years. Too important. Yes. This emergency will go for maximum period of 3 years. Once approved, it will go for 3 years maximum. If you want to extend it, you can extend it. Okay, but for maximum, it will go for 3 years. That's for NBC prelims. Okay, the bullet one, 3 years. So now, let's see. What are the effects of state emergency? Or our firstly, let's discuss what are the conditions you can impose. You can impose state emergency. Under what conditions the President of India can impose a state emergency? See, state emergency can be imposed under two conditions. First is law and order breakdown or problem. Take the example. If in Nagaland, two communities, take the example, the Kongyaks and the Aus are having a violence, communal violence, or might be a land issue. So many people were killed. First, the state government will send police forces, right? But if the police is unable to control, at the end of the day, the governor will report to the center that we are having a law and order problem. So you better impose president rule. Okay, in that conditions, law and order breakdown. Just like in Manipur. In Manipur, there is law and order problem. The state government is unable to control at the end of the day. So let's impose president rule. Okay, the first condition. Second condition, lack of maturity after elections. Lack of clear maturity after elections. Take the example. State election. I'm talking about the state general election. Take the example. Next year we have a general election in Nagaland. We have 60 seats, right? 60 MLA. 60 seats. So 60 seats means 60 MLA is going to be elected. In Nagaland we have 60 MLAs, 60 seats, constituency, 60 constituency. From there we will elect 60 MLA. So if you want to be in power, you should get at least 31, right? 31 is a simple majority. If you get 31 seats from your party, take the example NBF. NBF got 31 seats. 29 is got by NDPP. Rio got 29. Mr. Azu got 31. So in that conditions, Mr. Azu will become the chief minister of Nagaland, right? If Azu party get 31, but who knows? But if a problem comes, NBF got 30, NDPP also got 30. NBF also got 30, NDPP also got 30. In that condition, election is thrown. Election is thrown, right? 50-50. So, in that conditions, the governor of Nagaland is unable to appoint anyone as the chief minister of Nagaland. So, he will say, we better recommend, let's have a president rule. Okay, instead of having a chief minister, let's have a president rule because election is thrown. 30-30. I also want to be a chief minister, he also wants to be a chief minister. No one is going to vote down, right? So that is the condition. That is the condition. So these are the two conditions where the president of India will impose the president rule. One more thing, last one more point. Article 365. If the government of India gives an order to the state of Nagaland, you impose this law. Suppose if the government of India gives you a direction and rules, but if you say no, I will not follow your rules, under that conditions also, now the president rule will be imposed. Article 365. You have to memorize one more article. Article 356. What is this Article 356? Yes? What is this Article 356? Article 356 means, Article 365 means, if the government of India give an order to the state, but if that order has not been listened by that particular state, now your state will come under president rule. Okay, so Article 365 is also often asked in NPS. So please remember this. The first important effects of the national emergency is the state legislative assembly is completely suspended or dissolved. That means no more chief minister, no more ministers. Completely dissolved or suspended. The state legislative assembly is completely dissolved or suspended. Alright. No more chief minister, no more Rio, no more Batan. The council of ministry is suspended. But remember, they will still remain as an MLA without powers. Rio will be there, Ziliang will be there, Azu will be there. They will remain as MLA, but without powers. Now, who will make the laws? That is often asked, right? In this condition, who will make the laws? The governor. Okay. The Parliament of India, which means the central government will give order to the governor. You make a law. No confusion. That means the Parliament will send one person, that is Mr. Governor. So sometimes president role is also known by another name known as the governor's role. Two important, please write down. The president role is also known by another name known as the governor's role. Because the governor will assume all the powers now. Now the governor becomes too powerful. As of now, the governor is nominal, without power. Okay, man without power, Mr. Governor, just to sign. Just like a Bionino, right? Like a servant, like your personal servant of the chief minister. But now, once the president role is imposed, now he becomes the real power of the state. All the executive power is in the hands of the governor. Too important now. And like you are an EAC, right? You become the real power now. No more minister to control you. As the EAC, you have an almost absolute power in your circle. Now you will do your work now. Okay, because you are in power now. We have a president role, which is the governor's role. The chief secretary, the secretary, the deputy commissioner, the EAC become too powerful. see, under governor's rule, under president rule, Article 356, who makes the laws? Under Article 356, who makes the laws? It is the governors. Okay, the state budget, the governor will pass it. To make the laws, the governor will make the laws. Okay, and remember, every power of the state government is paralyzed, without power, except the power of the High Court. Except the power of the High Court. Please remember this one. All the powers of the state machinery is paralyzed, except the government of India can never take away the powers of the High Court. High Court will still be there. High Court powers and function are not disturbed. Too important. Too important. The powers of the High Court will function. Any confusion? No effects on fundamental rights. You will enjoy fundamental rights, okay? And this is only for one state. This emergency is going to launch in only one state, not all over India. That's all. So if any doubt, any more questions you can ask. If it is a state emergency, you can ask. If not, we will go to the next topic. Okay, the financial emergency. Remember, this emergency should be passed by the parliament, both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, within 2 months. Too important. First national was 1 month, right? It was too important, but here 2 months. 2 months. Okay, too important. 2 months. Within 2 months, you have to pass you have to pass in both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. All right. Now let's go back to the financial emergency, the last emergency, the financial emergency. Financial emergency means when we are having a financial crisis in India, the President of India will declare this emergency. Okay, the President of India can declare a financial emergency when the government of India, all over India, there is a financial crisis. So, who can declare this emergency? Both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha together within 2 months. Within 2 months. Both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha must pass a resolution in the parliament supported by simple majority in both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha within 2 months to pass the resolution for declaring a national financial emergency. So once this emergency is declared, This is the only emergency which will go for infinity. That means without any limit. Without any limit. This is the only emergency which will go for infinity. Once declared, it will go till it will be there till the end of. For how many years you want to declare? It's up to you. Okay, you can stop anytime, either by loss of power or just by simple maturity. But once declared, no limits. You can go for 5-10 years. No limits. Okay, maximum anytime. So now let's see. What is the effects of financial emergency now? When financial emergency is declared, extreme or economically. The government of India will give direction to every state government and union territory. You have to use your finance economically because we're having a tough time, right? And remember, the allowance of every Indian is going to be reduced, and the salaries of the constitutional boss are going to be reduced. Too important. The salaries of the constitutional boss are going to be reduced, like the salary of the the President of India, the Vice President, the Chief Justice of India, all the constitutional boss salary will be reduced. So now the President of India's salary is 5 lakhs per month. It might reduce to 4 lakhs. Very much possible because we're having a hard time, right? We're having a hard time, financial crisis. Financial crisis is happening in Sri Lanka now, right? Sri Lanka. Or any other country, but not. Fortunately, India is still having a financial stability because we're having a good time. Luckily, we're having a good stability, right? Good stability. Next, we will discuss the military powers of the President of India. Military powers of the President of India. Military means the armed forces power, right? So remember, it is the President of India who declares war and who concludes war. It is officially Mr. President of India who will declare war with Pakistan if we are going to fight with Pakistan very soon, right? And it is the President who will declare the just like end of the war, but only on the written recommendations of the cabinet, which means the Council of Ministers headed by the Prime Minister. So far, we fought with Pakistan, with China, right? So we have to be ready anytime. So it is officially Mr. President who will declare the war and who will end the war. So that's all. Next is Mr. President is the Supreme Commander of the Armed Force. Supreme Commander of the Armed Force. The President is the Supreme Commander of the President is the Supreme Commander of the Armed Force. The President is the Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces. Which means under this capacity, he appoints the three chief of the defense forces: Navy Chief, Air Chief, and Army Chief. All these three chiefs are appointed by the Mr. President of India. The Army Chief, the Navy Chief, the Air Force Chief are appointed by the President of India. Next is the judicial powers of the Mr. President of India. Judicial powers. Judicial powers of the President of India. As a judicial power, the President can appoint and remove the Supreme Court judges. Okay, who will appoint? The Prime Minister. Who appoints the Council of Ministers? It is the President. Who will remove? He can remove it. The President can remove the President can even remove the judges of the Supreme Court, the constitutional boss, on the written recommendations of the Cabinet. One more judicial powers I want to discuss is Article 72. Pardoning power of the Mr. President. Absolute power of the Mr. President. Okay, he will consult no one. In these conditions, Article 72, judicial power. Article 72 of the Mr. President of India, which I want to discuss today. Article 72, memorize it. Article 72, please memorize it. Okay, let's see. I'm talking about here something to do with a punishment in a criminal case, a death sentence. Take an example. It's a murder case or a rape case or terrorist case like now, right? The Supreme Court say, okay, hang this person tomorrow. Within 48 hours, hang me. Hang this person. In that conditions, there is one option for that particular person. One mercy you can avail is to the Mr. President of India. Bargaining power, Article 72, pardon, death sentence. It is only Mr. President of India who can say, let this person go free. Cancel the death sentence. Absolute power of the Mr. President of India. The luckiest criminal in this world, in India, right? The luckiest criminal in India will go free. Well, I'll go free. It is happening. Okay, every year, the president will at least 5 to 6% release this person, 100%. Okay, free. In that conditions, he is going to be released. No more cases. Even though you murder someone, you are going to be released freely. Too important. Okay, one point. Death sentence. Commodate means now the court give you a death sentence. Commodate means the court give you a death sentence. But no, instead of a death sentence, give him life imprisonment. Somehow better, right? He will still live in this world. Mr. President of India will say, no, he's going to be hanged tomorrow. Do not hang him tomorrow. Give him life imprisonment. Somehow better, right? Somehow better. Remission means if the court give you a judgment, this person will stay in jail for 20 years. But Mr. President said, no, instead of 20 years, reduce him to 10 years or might be 5 years. Okay. Remission means reducing the lifetime imprisonment. Respite means you commit a crime, but you are a lady and you are pregnant. You commit a crime, but you are a lady and you are pregnant or a male person. Suppose I'm a male, right? I commit a crime, but because of physical disabilities, like I have just one leg. Yeah, I don't have one leg. I just have one hand or one eye. But a criminal, just like a person with disability commits a crime in the conditions, because he is a person with disability, let's give him less punishment. So suppose the person who commits the crime also stays in jail for same crime. He was given a 5 years imprisonment. He will be just given a 2 years imprisonment. So sorry. Reprieve means. Reprieve means you are still going to be hanged. Okay, but the court has given you some more time. Might be if the court says, okay, this person is going to be hanged on May 10, but the Mr. President will say, no, give him 1 more month. Hang him after 1 more month. June 5. You are going to be hanged, but still then, you'll be given more time. Might be to unite with your family, with God, right? More time. So that is all about the pardoning power of the Mr. President of India. Any confusion so far? Yes.
What about the treaties?
Huh?
Treaties like the Barcelona Treaty.
Yes, all the international treaties will be signed in the name of the president, just like the wars and all, right? Wars are declared in the name of the president. The president will officially declare, yes, all these industry treaty and all will be signed in the name of the Mr. President. But inside is the Prime Minister. The Council of Ministers headed by the Prime Minister. Okay, that is all right. So with this, we have ended up with the Mr. President of India. One more thing I want to conclude is, veto. Veto means absolute power. Okay, veto means I say no. That means I say I will not come to college today. I say I will come to college today. It's my wish. Absolute power. Okay, your powers, my power. Veto means absolute power. No one can go against that. I say no, I say yes. So, Mr. President of India has three types of power. Absolute veto, suspensory veto, pocket veto. Absolute veto means the Parliament of India gives to the President, sign this bill. But the President said, no, I totally reject this bill. He is known as absolute veto. The Parliament of India will give so many bills to the President, right, for signature. Sign this, sign this. But this time the President said, no, I will not sign this bill. Completely, absolutely rejected. That is known as absolute veto. Means absolute power of the Mr. President of India. But remember, the President can never ever reject to sign a money bill and a constitutional amendment bill. Ordinary bill, he can reject. Ordinary bill, the President can reject. But there is a question in BC. For how many times Mr. President of India can reject an ordinary bill which is passed by the Parliament? Only one time. Take the example. A forest reservation bill. Forest conservation bill or protection bill. It's an ordinary bill. We will give to the President for signature, right, the Parliament. But the Parliament can say, no, I will not sign this time. You repass once more again. Okay, you have to repass it again. But either to accept that or reject it. And the second time, if the Parliament passes once more again, the President has no other option but to sign. Okay, so only one time he can reject. Only one time he can reject. Suspensory means the same thing. Setting the bill for reconsideration. Pass one more again. Mr. President, if the Parliament pass a bill and give to the President, sign this bill, sir. But the President said, no, you repass once more again, which is known as a suspensory veto. Which is known as a suspensory veto. No confusion? Suspensory means to reconsider the bill which is passed by the Parliament. Next is pocket veto. Pocket veto means instead of passing, instead of saying the signature, the President gives the bill on pending without signature. Neither reject or neither accept. Just keep the bill on. Just keep the bill pending. Just keep the bill pending. our next topic is the speaker and the deputy speaker, the chairman and the deputy chairman of the Rajya Sabha. Speaker and deputy speaker of the Lok Sabha, chairman and deputy chairman of the Rajya Sabha. Mr. Speaker, Deputy Speaker of the Lok Sabha, Chairman and Deputy Chairman of the Rajya Sabha are constitutional boss. Very much respected boss. Okay, so today we will discuss about how to be elected. What is the qualification to be a speaker, to be a chairman? How they are removed? Yes, what is the powers and functions? So we will start with the Mr. Speaker and Deputy Speaker. If you want to contest election to the Speaker and Deputy Speaker, first win an election from a constituency states to the Lok Sabha. First get elected to the Lok Sabha, that's all. That is the qualification. Either from ruling or opposition. If you want to be the Speaker or if you want to contest election to the Speaker and Deputy Speaker, first get elected to the Lok Sabha. First qualification. That's all. That's all. Election is open. Rolling opposition, anyone can contest election. Speaker, Deputy Speaker election is open. Any member of the Lok Sabha can contest for the election of the Speaker and Deputy Speaker. Now, the election of the Speaker is announced by the Mr. President of India. Too important. The elections of the Deputy Speaker is announced by the Mr. Speaker. Before I go in detail, remember, Speaker and Deputy Speaker powers are same. Okay, and no oath. Remember, Mr. Speaker and Deputy Speaker never takes oath to anyone. To assume office, they will never take oath. Because firstly, they have taken oath before the Constitution of India when they got elected to the Lok Sabha. If you want to contest election to the Speaker and Deputy Speaker of the Lok Sabha, first get elected to the Lok Sabha. That's all. That's all. But unfortunately, it is only the ruling party which will win the elections. Election is open. Okay, election is open, but it is only the ruling party who will win the elections. Who will win the elections? Who will win the elections? So this is too important. This is too important. Election is open. Election is open to anyone. Okay. Now, remember, we have a speaker, we have a deputy speaker. One more thing you will come notice in the Lok Sabha, that is the Prodam speaker, right? You came across Prodam speaker. One more person. Prodam speaker. You came across this name. See, a Prodam speaker means 2024 we have the Lok Sabha election, right? All the members of the previous Lok Sabha member will resign, even the Prime Minister of India, right? But one person, the President will say, stop, you will never have to resign. That is known as a Prodam speaker. contest election. But one person, the president will say, stop. You will be the pro tem speaker. Okay, it is the president of India who gives oath to the pro tem speaker, and he is the one who appoints the pro tem speaker. This pro tem speaker is to give oath and preside over the first meeting of the newly elected Lok Sabha. No confusion. This pro tem speaker is appointed by the Mr. President, who is one of the previous member of the Lok Sabha. Okay, to give oath and to preside over the first meeting of the newly elected Lok Sabha, he has been appointed by the Mr. President of India. After that, he will resign. Okay, right after the first meeting, he will resign, and the new speaker is going to be elected by the Lok Sabha. That's all. That's all. Now let's see. Now our today main powers and function is why the speaker is too powerful. The speaker is more powerful than the prime minister in the Lok Sabha. There might be a question: who is the most important person in the Lok Sabha? It is the Mr. Speaker. It is the Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker is the most important person in the most powerful person in the Lok Sabha. So it is all because of three reasons. Okay. The Lok Sabha speaker is too powerful because of three reasons. The speaker of the Lok Sabha derived its power from three sources. Three sources. The Constitution of India. The speaker of the Lok Sabha is too powerful because of three reasons. The speaker derives his power from three sources. First is from the Constitution of India. Right? From the Constitution of India. Second is rules of procedure and conduct of the Lok Sabha. And third is parliamentary convention. See, if you go to dictionary and see what is this convention. Convention means, India has the largest written constitution in the world, right? But if you go to England, the England constitution, even though it's the oldest, it is not written. It is evolving every day. It keeps on evolving every day. That is known as convention. No confusion. Convention means every day the power is increasing. That's all. Evolving. You keep on practice, you keep on improving. Just like you play a football match every day, you will keep on increasing. Right? Yes. Your strength, your skills, like that. Due to practice, it will keep on increasing. That is known as convention. So these are the three sources where the speaker derives its power from three sources. That's all. Now let's see the powers and functions of the Mr. Speaker. Number one. maintain discipline and decorum. The most important powers and functions of the Mr. Speaker. Right. Absolute discipline in decorum is going to be maintained. Even if the Prime Minister disrupts the Lok Sabha, he will be chased out, suspended. The Speaker has the power. He will chase out. Absolute power. That is why the Speaker is the most powerful person of the Lok Sabha. Any member of the Parliament, you might be the Home Minister of India, you may be the Finance Minister, you might be the Education Minister. You have to take permissions. If the Speaker says yes, only then you can speak. Or else, not possible. Not possible to speak in the Lok Sabha. Number 2. The Speaker is the final interpreter of the Constitution of India. Final interpreter means sometimes we are confused whether this is a constitutional provisions or not. It is a Speaker who will say yes or not. Okay, final interpreter means he is the final. He will explain in detail the Constitution of India. This is the Constitution. This is not part of the Constitution. This is part of the Constitution. So he is the final interpreter of the Constitution of India. The Speaker, Mr. Speaker. Number 3. Joint sitting. Okay. Joint sitting. Sometime the Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha will come together and sit together. Exceptional cases, rare cases. Because a bill cannot be passed. There are some important bill, okay, which has to be passed but cannot be passed. In that conditions, Mr. President of India will call a joint meetings. Both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha will come together, will sit together. In that conditions, it is the Mr. Speaker who will preside over the joint sittings. And he has absolute power. He has absolute power. Casting vote. One more thing, Mr. Speaker, once he becomes the Speaker, he will never vote in Lok Sabha. Too important. Mr. Speaker, once he got elected to the Speaker, will never vote. Okay, he is just like a judge. But in exceptional cases, Mr. Speaker is going to vote. In case of a tie. In case of a tie means the voting is drawn 50-50. 100 Lok Sabha members say yes, we will vote on this bill. 100 Lok Sabha members say no, we will not vote on this bill. Okay, or suppose 100% say we will vote on this, 100% say we will not vote on this. So one vote is still right. Another one more will decide whether they will accept that resolution or not. In that conditions, Mr. Speaker can vote. He will give a casting. Casting means equality of vote. He will give one vote. He will give the final judgment. Okay, I will be on the 101 for that, supporting or against. In that conditions, they will say yes or not on a particular bill. So casting vote is a vote which the Speaker will vote, but only when the election, just like the Lok Sabha are drawn over a issue. Yes, 100 say yes to vote, 100 say no, we will not vote on this resolution. So in that conditions, yes or no is going to be given by Mr. Speaker. Casting vote. Next, the speaker is the ex-official chairman of the Inter-Parliamentary Group, which act as a link between the Parliament of India and Parliament of the world. Remember, Indian Parliament also has a connection with the Parliament of the world, right? So there should be someone who is going to be the chairman who will lead in that convention. It is the Mr. Speaker. He is the ex-official chairman. Remember this, too important. Parliament of the world and Parliament of India, if we are to connect, there should be one person who will talk. It is the Mr. Chairman. Next is, the speaker can allow a secret settings of the Lok Sabha when the Prime Minister call him to do so. Take the example, Mr. Nikhil Rio wants to have a secret meeting of his cabinet minister outside the assembly. Possible, but only with the permissions of the Mr. Speaker. Narendra Modi can have a secret meeting regarding the terrorist attack. We want to attack Pakistan, but that issue will be discussed only in a secret meeting. Possible, but only with the permission of the Mr. Speaker. So the speaker has an absolute power. Okay, too important. Secret sitting is too important. Who can allow the secret sitting of the Lok Sabha? Mr. Speaker. When the Prime Minister call him to do so. Yeah. It is the speaker who appoints the chairman of all the Lok Sabha committee. There are so many committees in the Lok Sabha, okay, and those chairmen are appointed by the Mr. Speaker. All the chairmen of the Lok Sabha committee are appointed by the Mr. Speaker of the Lok Sabha. He himself is the chairman of three bodies: Rules Committee, Business Advisory Committee, Estimate Committees. These are the three committees where the Mr. Speaker is the chairman, often asked in BSc. The Speaker acts as the chairman of three committees. What are those? Rules Committee, Estimate Committee, and Business Advisory Committee. That's all. Now, one more thing. We all know we have a deputy speaker. Yes or no? We have a deputy speaker. We have a deputy speaker. Remember, deputy speaker is like just any ordinary member of the Lok Sabha, as long as the speaker is there. But if the speaker is removed, sick, incapable, automatically the deputy speaker becomes the speaker, but for only just for a short period of time. Election is going to be held for the speaker, okay? Or else, when the speaker is is there, the deputy speaker is just like any member, no power, just like a member of the Lok Sabha. But when the speaker dies, resign, impeach, the deputy speaker will become the speaker for a short period of time to preside over the meetings, and we will have the elections. Remember, who is more powerful? Often asked. The speaker, deputy speaker powers are equal. And the speaker, deputy speaker never takes oath. The speaker, deputy speaker never takes particular oath because they have already taken an oath before the Lok Sabha. Okay, Lok Sabha, it's an Hindi name. If the speaker wants to resign, give his resignation letter to the deputy speaker. Deputy speaker, if he wants to resign, will give resignation to the speaker. Okay, to the speaker. See, we all know the speaker is too powerful, right? Even the deputy speaker. But no person is above the constitution. The speaker and deputy speaker, no person is above the constitution. So, if you violate the constitution, you are going to be impeached. The Lok Sabha can remove the speaker and deputy speaker through a process of impeachment. But 14 days advance resolution has to be given to the speaker that you are going to be impeached, removed. 14 days notification. 14 days notification has to be given to the speaker and deputy speaker that you are going to be removed. After that only, the resolution is going to be introduced. The speaker and deputy speaker can be removed by effective majority in the Lok Sabha. That means effective means how many members are, if 200 members are present in the Lok Sabha, 100 should say yes. Okay. Effective and special majority is different. Effective means today Lok Sabha 100 is present, 50 should say yes. That is effective majority. But when I say special majority, it means if Lok Sabha is 250 members, okay, 125 should say yes, and how many are present today? 100. So 50 should say yes. That is known as special majority. Special majority is very hard. Special majority means Lok Sabha consists of 550 members. So 275 should say yes. On top of that, how many are present today? 100 are present. So 50 should say yes. That is special majority. But effective means today how much are present? 100. 50 should say yes. So speaker, deputy speaker can be removed in that way. Effective majority. Last topic. We will stop with the chairman and deputy chairman. Chairman and deputy chairman of the Raja Sabha. unfortunately, the chairman is an outsider. Okay, the chairman of the Rajya Sabha means the vice president of India. He is an outsider, but the deputy chairman is an insider. If you want to contest election to the deputy chairman, you should first get elected to the Rajya Sabha. Election is open. Opposition ruling can put up any candidate. Even Pangnang Gongya can contest. Okay, if you want to be the deputy chairman, very much possible. But for chairman, election is held outside. And the chairman is an outsider, the vice president. His election is different. I will not discuss about the vice president because I have discussed this before, right? How is the vice president elected? But deputy chairman, if you want to get elected as deputy chairman, you have to be a member of the Rajya Sabha first. After that, election is open. The chairman presides over the Rajya Sabha. When the chairman is there, deputy chairman is just any member of the Rajya Sabha. Okay, ordinary member. But when the vice president, which means the chairman, dies, resign, impeach, the deputy chairman automatically becomes the chairman for a short period of time. After that, election for the chairman will be held. Does the chairman vote? Rajya Sabha consists of 250 members, right? When the chairman votes, the chairman of the Rajya Sabha will never vote except in case of a tie. Tie means draw. 250 members. 125 say yes to remove the vice president, to remove the president of India. 125 say no, we will not remove the president of India. In that condition, who will give one vote? The chairman. Just like a judge. I'll give the judgment. The judgment day. That's all. And remember, chairman and deputy chairman are too powerful. It's a constitutional post. However, they can be removed if they violate the constitution. So, the chairman and deputy chairman, to remove this person, 14 days notice has to be given to the chairman or deputy chairman that you are going to be removed, or else that resolution will never be introduced. Okay, 14 days notification has to be given to the chairman or deputy chairman that you're going to be removed. After that, they can be removed only by effective maturity. Okay, effective maturity. We'll stop here for today. Okay. And why do we have a chairman in Rajya Sabha? Why do we have a chairman in the Rajya Sabha? To preside over the meetings of the Rajya Sabha. Second is to become the president when the president dies, resign, or impeached for a period of 6 months. The chairman, the vice chairman, the chairman, which means the vice president, can become the president of India, but only for 6 months. We'll stop here for today. You study hard, okay? Time is coming. See, best time, I should say. See, here, just learn some concept, right? Read the Lakshmikan, the Lucien, Nagaland art and culture. Keep on updating on Nagaland current affairs. Alright, this is how this year is for you. We expect you this year. Okay, not the last year. This year we expect you to break the prelims in the month of October. You will appear. October last week, we can expect the prelims. December second week, we can expect the result. And in the month of March, you will appear the mains. By this time, June, you will get the result. Yes, very much possible. Now the exam is going very fast. We're very much happy, right? So let's see. We'll try our best, okay? Not busy.
that.